Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Tommy G dropped a banger investigating the hidden secrets of Area 51. Is he the first nigga to be there on YouTube? Is this even real? How can you go there? Cause they already trying to put AI consensus in my shit. I know where Area 51 is, and I know what they keep there. I know what they keep there. Oh, I know. We all know what they keep there. This is definitely about to be something, huh? Niggas really going to Area 51, bro? What?
What was this being wearing?
Military uniform just like mine, but it was very, very clean.
We're very close to going to prison right now, that's for sure.
More security.
More security right now.
Today, ladies and
turn my shit up a little bit. I can hear
the
that.
wildest questions and mysteries of our time, such as, are aliens real? Are UFOs cutting-edge technology from Earth or perhaps from another planet? Why is Area 51 one of the most secretive bases in the country? And what is it that our government is hiding from us? In order to uncover the truth, we assemble a powerhouse team. First up, James Fox. This man is arguably the world's premier expert on UFOs and alien encounters. He's dedicated the last 30 years of his life investigating these claims, digging deeper than perhaps any human alive today. Next, we speak to Jason Sands, an Area 51 insider and employee turned whistleblower who gives us his firsthand testimony of his experience. Then we got Avi Loeb, a Harvard professor, astrophysicist, and one of the brightest minds on the hunt for extraterrestrial technology. And finally,
I can trust a nigga like this. Hold on.
Astrophysicist and one of the brightest minds
Avi
on
Loeb.
the hunt for extraterrestrial technology.
That picture right there? Yeah, I know he's trying to look for the real deal.
He's
He's trying to look for the real
who
deal.
have had alien experiences themselves. In this episode, we infiltrate the legendary Area 51, both under the cover of darkness and in broad daylight. And you'll have to stay to the end of the episode to see what we did and what happened to us after we breached security and set off the alarms. Join us today as we tackle one of humanity's
Why y'all trying to set off the alarms?
Are we truly alone?
Y'all trying to
here
get
on Earth,
caught?
Or do we have visitors from other galaxies walking among us? The truth, folks, might be stranger than anything we ever imagined. Let's dive in. Folks, two things
I hope they know that those definitely are around, bro. They're around and they are here.
We got the trucker hats, the t-shirts.
They're here.
And also, if you were early and
These people, those things, those beings. Oh, they're here, buddy.
exclusive
They're here.
access to our Scientology
They've been
series,
here.
including our pushing match with their private security at their celebrity center.
Whoa. Wait, where's the private property line? Where's the line?
You need to leave right now.
Don't
It's
touch
private
me.
property.
Don't touch
It's
me.
private property. You need to leave right now.
That is available only at
Are those fake
Patreon.
cops?
Become a subscriber.
You get them
Be the
niggas just for
one
that
to see
skit?
it first. And now, folks, to the video. We're in the Wild West right now, folks.
Bro, it looks beautiful out there, bro. I'm telling you though, like, yeah, there's like, it's barren land and there's nothing out there, but it does this not look like, bro, look at that shot. Look at that. Look at that. And it's nothing but that road and desert and hills and dryness and just straight up nothing. For miles and miles and miles.
It's breathtaking what we're driving through right now.
That's beautiful,
on our
bro.
way to
That is beautiful.
The Alien, which is a motel.
This is in Nevada, right?
Network. What is Area 51? Is it a place that aliens were brought to and interrogated and questioned to figure out more and kept from the public? Or is it simply a place that's so remote and so out there that it's an excellent place to develop top-of-the-line military technology, run exercises? Maybe they got a CIA black site somewhere out there.
See,
I mean,
but
it would
like,
be a-
it's like they do all that shit there. And it's like, we know so much of just what we can conceive or think of and try to put together. But it's like, until we get a nigga to come out of there and be like, yo, I'm from Area 51, y'all. And I'm finna take over this motherfucker now. I'm like, huh? It's over. You know what I'm saying? And we won't know until it's too fucking late, nigga. They smart as shit. Or the government's already working with them to try to take down that motherfucking world right now. Who knows?
The
Just
perfect
say it.
place.
Don't
You just
say too
blindfold the
much.
guy and take him 2 hours down the highway from Las
Don't say
Vegas.
too much.
No one's finding you. Alien Fresh Jerky, man. How much better of a sponsor can you even get in a video? Going to Area 51 eating alien beef jerky, and damn, it's good. If you would like to try some of this delicious jerky for yourself, simply head to their website, link in pinned comments, and use my code TommyG for 15% off your entire
Alien
order. My
jerky.
personal favorites was their Roadkill Original and their Pineapple Teriyaki. It was delicious, and I think you'll love it.
Abducted cow beef jerky. So this is just regular jerky. You just call it Alien Fresh Jerky.
We're already actually through a couple bags. There's a lot of great excitement in my heart right now. We're meeting up with a world-renowned UFO UAP expert, James Fox. About an hour and a half away.
Oh, look at it. Peep the background. This nigga is a big fucking. He gotta be a big. Why am I freaking the nigga name? What's his name, bro? Come on. What the nigga name is, bro? Leonardo DiCaprio. Boom, let's go.
We'll enjoy this road trip, and we'll see you guys in a few.
I got it. It's in there.
So we're halfway to the alien, and already you can tell that there's an alien culture that just permeates around here. The gas stations have aliens in them. It's just so remote. I feel like this is just one of those bizarre places where everyone has some sort of story where they saw this thing in the air. Heck, I have one of those stories. I remember in high school, we were in the back hill in this retention pond. If I had my own phone, I got it on my phone. Like there was something moving in the air, and I saw it. Like I know what I saw. Who knows what the explanation is?
To be honest, though, how do we know that they're even green? I don't think they're green. I think they look just like you and I. Yeah.
Driving.
Yeah, they're walking around all right with our skin. They're walking around with our skin. Aliens ain't no, they smart.
So we're pulling up into a town, the town of Rachel, Nevada, that has 19 people. We're gonna meet our alien expert friend, James.
That's
and
it?
Get the lay of the land here. We arrived late in the night at the Alien.
Them
and they had
people
a
are
strict
crazy.
No filming policy. So we went nearby to the town's only gas station to meet our contact, James Fox, and make a game plan for the rest of the night. We were about to tuck in and go to bed,
Yes,
and you said you have another idea.
yes. There's no better time than the present. And we're out here,
Mm.
and we're
Ain't
not
that
gonna
the
see
truth?
anything if we don't try. Let's take our asses out to as close to the base as we can possibly get to without risk of being arrested and or shot. The use of deadly force is authorized, so
Kill on sight.
it's real. They're not around. If you were
Deadly force on site? Yo, what are them niggas hiding? What are they hiding? What are they hiding? What are y'all hiding, bro? Just let everybody else know too, bro. We also want to get in on the action, bro. Come on now. I want to get in on the action. I just want to know.
to hide super secret craft of non-human origin anywhere on Earth, when you come out here, you can see this would be the perfect place to do it.
Is it fair to say this is one of the most top secret places on Earth?
This is the most top secret place on Earth, yes. Right now, we're gonna go out to probably the most famous mailbox in history. It was the infamous black mailbox, but it became so famous because when you get to the black mailbox, you'll see a dirt road. It's completely unmarked. There's no road signs. You turn off, and that's the point where you go in on the dirt road to the base for about 20 minutes, and then you get to a sign that basically, and you'll see security. Like if you go beyond that sign, all bets are off. So the black mailbox, I think, got so famous that it might have been stolen. I heard it might have been recently replaced. We're gonna find out right now.
Is that our first destination?
That's
the
our
Black
first
Mailbox?
destination.
They call it the
yes.
black
Yeah.
mailbox.
Let's go.
Interesting. Interesting.
Trying to find an entrance to Area 51 can be very difficult. Your phone likely won't have this box. It marks one of the... Some say it's the government jamming your signal. Just a black...
Thought that,
Your phone
hey,
likely won't have...
thought you was gonna hit me with an ad, boy. These little animations and shit. Come on, I don't watch the mini
services
videos.
Some say it's the government jamming
What
your
you trying to
signal.
get me?
Just a black box? So this doesn't even exist.
Google Maps just said nah.
Others say it's just the remoteness of the location. The easiest way to spot a route into Area 51 is the infamous black mailbox. It marks one of the roads that can lead you in. However, tonight, we suspected that the box had either been taken down or stolen because we simply could not find it. Is it?
Tommy G coming over.
Gang, gang, baby, we're ready to slide the block.
We're just gonna drive
drive down this dirt road until we get arrested. Over. Just kidding.
Ready to slide the
miss the
block.
mailbox?
Yo, this nigga done been in too many of the little gang affiliation videos,
Is
bro.
that still ahead?
I think we missed it. We'll see a dirt road connecting to this road in the next mile or so on the right-hand side. Over. Turn our lights out. They'd never know we were coming. Over. Isn't it weird to imagine that we could literally be 15 to 20 miles away from definitive proof that we're not alone?
15 to 20 minutes away from information that could change the entire world.
Yep.
What has motivated you to dedicate your entire adult life to chasing down and researching these things?
Imagine if our government had definitive proof that we're not alone in the universe, whether you believe it or not. But if you felt that was true, could you just walk away easily from that story? I feel that every man, woman, and child has a right to know, and I feel it's an incredibly important and significant.
Exactly. Why hide some shit like this? Let the people know that there's some shit up there and out there that we haven't seen yet, but they can do some crazy stuff. I know those pyramids were not built by people. They were built by the aliens.
Piece of the puzzle, and it's difficult to walk away from.
No
I think
human
it's
is
huge
doing
credit
any of
today
that shit that they
to
was
my
doing back
friend
then, boy.
Julian
They didn't have no
Dory.
tools
He
to do
was
that
the key
shit.
behind all of this happening. The
Don't make no damn
connection to
sense.
James Fox. He was the key behind the Trump assassination video, and he's the key behind the Scientology video that we have in the works as well. The show love to Julian. Links in the description. Blow him up. Comment big dog's gotta eat. And thank you, Julian.
Guys, do you see that red light off in the distance, kind of at our 1 o'clock?
Yes.
That apparently got all sorts of sensors, including video.
They can do all the work right now.
watching us come
They
in.
can raid that motherfucker.
Security. This
They
is
definitely can get in on
security
that.
up there. No question, over.
Let them do their
If you're
thing.
considering trespassing on the Nevada test and training range boundary, please consider the following consequences. You will be required to pay a $1,000 fine. You will have your car towed at your expense. You will have your car impounded at your expense. You will be brought to HICO.
At your expense, bitch. You ain't finna do shit to me, nigga. If I say I want to pull up, nigga, I'm gonna pull up, nigga. Fuck you and these rules, boy.
Nevada to be
Fuck
processed.
these damn
where police
rules,
will be
nigga.
responsible.
1,000, yeah, shit, nigga. I like to see it when pigs fly, boy. You think I'm ready to pay you niggas? Hell no. What you mean my car gonna be towed, bitch? No. And impounded at my expense? No, nigga, because y'all the ones that are trying to sit here and make me pay. It wouldn't have happened if y'all didn't set this up and put this little shit in the fucking dirt. If this sign wasn't here, then my shit wouldn't be getting towed now, would it?
For transportation, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Now, my question is,
Making
it
up bullshit
telling us not
rules,
to go beyond
fake.
this point, or can we go a little further until? I think we go a little further.
Oh, he's
That,
moving.
that guy's watching us. He's f***ing listening to us too. I'm sure.
You think they have
Sure.
that level of technology that they can?
Absolutely.
Who the hell
What
is
makes you
that?
sure of that?
Because I've heard about it. They can just point and they can listen. George Knapp's documented that.
Folks, we gotta pay homage to the legendary Las Vegas journalist George Knapp. In 1989, George broke the story on Area 51 and brought its existence to the public eye. His interview with Bob Lazar, who claimed to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology, invited a firestorm of speculation, forever linking Area 51 to extraterrestrial secrets.
Bro,
George's fearless reporting forced the
1989,
government
these
to
niggas is
acknowledge
over
the
trying to do
base's
this shit, bro.
existence, and it laid the groundwork for decades of UFO investigations. Without him, the legend of Area 51 might still be a secret.
James, you want to go say hi to the scary man? You want to go say hi?
I mean, I want to. I want to see who that is.
This is the gate. This is the next
Who
one.
is that though?
He's coming down to us
Some
right
type
now.
of fucking agent they got.
They say that there are only two guarantees in life: death and taxes.
Yeah.
I think the third is we go beyond that sign, we go to jail. Or get shot. What we know about this place is you can tell, like, we just drove in down, 30 miles of dirt road to get here. You just simply can't imagine just how remote this place is until you come out here and see it in person. It just doesn't. You know, it's hard to
And
convey.
the level of secrecy.
Yeah, it's just the remoteness and secrecy.
And when you
it's
finally
like-
do find the edge, you still barely see anything except for barbed wire tracking all through the grass, the signs, the gates. Are these guys special forces? Are they mercenaries? Who are the people patrolling the base?
They're usually the people that are from special forces. They hire them up and they arm them and they tell them that, you know, this is the way we do business for the program, and off they go.
What kind of power are they authorized
Yeah,
to
and they
use
could
if
just
someone was
kill
going
on
towards the
sight.
base?
They're authorized lethal force.
This base got a lot of attention in the late 80s when that guy Bob Lazar came forward.
Shout out Bob Lazar, bro.
Initially as a incognito, anonymously, he came forward, and then ultimately because for fear of his life, he was saying that there were craft of non-human intelligence in the possession of the military, and they were being housed by Papoose Lake in a series of camouflaged hangars that were built into the side of the mountain. They have no wings, they have no tail, they have no visible means of propulsion, they make no sound, they don't have any air disturbance, very little noise. Some people will talk about a slight buzzing or humming sound within a certain proximity of them. They do things that are just defy physics as we understand it, right? You would want to keep that technology ultra secret because you'd want to weaponize it just a few miles down.
And that's the problem. These people want to weaponize all of this shit. Like, bro, you know, it's like, it's information that everybody should know about, but it's like you're weaponizing it. You're trying to keep it so secret that you can sit here and use it to turn it against the people that you're supposed to be protecting from whatever the fuck it is that it's out there. When that shit's probably just trying to come here and help or look for new signs of life. I mean, shit, nigga. This Earth is literally like always a substance of life. Why keep this shit secret, bro?
But the truth lies. Right?
Like, bro, why are you trying to weaponize
Wants to know what's going on.
Have we got anyone from this
alien
base that's
technology
active to speak anonymously?
Sorry.
just to use it in the military for them niggas to
But you
kill
worked at the
and
base
do
for some
more,
time, didn't
more
you?
worse to the
In what
world?
capacity, do you know?
This is
In
fucking
that
trash.
military lingo, how would you explain to a layman what your career consisted of?
It's like counterintelligence work where you're trying to prevent the enemy from finding out about what you're doing.
How long did you serve on that base?
I was there for 6 years.
Tell us about the morning of the encounter. What
6
happened?
years?
Well, we went up range. We had to look at a video of the UFO that came in and entered into the Nels test range from the previous week because they didn't know what it was, so they were just trying to get people to observe it and verify that
What the fuck is this? Second seat, pilot's chair, open canopy position. What is this shit shaped like? The fuck is this?
this is something that we didn't see because you're talking to anybody on my crew. We've been there for years. We'd seen all kinds of aircraft, and this didn't fit anything that we'd seen on the video. So this is what recorded the UFO also.
Looks like one. Right up high now. Going like straight up.
So a UFO
The
crash
fuck?
lands on the base, and they wait until the Monday crew comes in to look into it?
Pretty much, that's what it seems to have happened.
This is a sign.
He just honked at us.
He just honked.
He probably thinks this is
Why the
something
would he
dangerous.
have honked?
Dude, he fought. Yeah,
Because
I know.
he's hearing us? Well, hang on.
Bro, no. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, these niggas got some technology, bro. They got some shit over there. They're using and testing whatever they're making in there outside. So they can keep whatever they're trying to get in out. Niggas got lasers that can evaporate you, and they hear that shit and be like, it's over, bro. You get turned to fucking dust.
What did he say? What did you say?
Hang on, hang on.
Honk if you can hear us.
Okay, we're about to.
That's
drive
actually
up
a good
this
idea
road.
right
Are
there.
you going to arrest us if we do so? Honk, please. We're good.
This moment of Area 51.
Okay, so he's not here.
exploration
Fuck
is
it.
brought to you by Alien Jerky. If you're about to go to federal prison, first get this flavor in your mouth as well as this flavor. And you know what? Why didn't we think of it? We're gonna bribe the guard with this. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You think that nigga just gonna take that alien jerky, nigga? They already got real aliens in there, and they probably eating on that motherfucker too.
Earlier today. and
Who
he was
knows,
like,
bro? Who knows what they doing,
"Yeah,
bro?
when I worked there, he goes, "This blast you." I was like, "They'll
Who
just
knows what they're
blast
doing?
you?" And he's like, "Yeah, they just take you out. Like we're authorized to kill."
You know what I think that means? Let's explore a little further.
All right, what I'm trying to do right now is I just want to see where the barbed wire is. Where is the barbed wire, guys? Man, you can't even tell. We're very close to going to prison right now, that's for sure. Guys, here comes more
Hey,
security.
more security, more security.
More security right now.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Niggas
Truck's
calling
coming
back
out,
up.
truck's coming out. Look at that.
Yep.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
He's coming quickly too.
Look how
Fuck.
windy it is, dude. It's cold, desolate, and there is government forces assembling right now.
I know. They're letting us know that they know that we are right here. The
Yeah.
question is...
They're going together.
I mean, one thing we can say for sure is we will all be going to jail if we cross the line. The question is, where exactly is the line?
The only way to do it is to walk up the barbed wire from the gate.
I've already walked. Well, you want to drive down there and see it?
Sure.
All right.
So look, see how-
Land Survey Monument.
That's just government bullshit to keep us off the land. What happened next was strange. As we turned off our cameras to take a couple iPhone photos, we heard a noise, but not just any noise, one that had an eerie, metallic, and otherworldly sound. This is what followed immediately after. I heard that. What the f*** are you hear?
It sounded like metallic, something big, metallic, and somewhat loud. I thought someone was coming. I thought.
You heard it?
You heard it?
You heard it? Are you sure that wasn't my car?
Yes. It came from right over there. No question. Well, you know, I told you guys they had a 99% chance of seeing security, and we saw security.
We're gonna fold our cards for tonight in case they have any devices that can hear us.
Oh, they can hear us.
We just want to know the truth. Can you hear us? I have some beef jerky I can offer you.
See, now this is that white people shit. He's only gonna do this shit. But if a black nigga did it, he's done already.
I said beef jerky. I don't know if it's working.
Nigga
What
said
we're
he got
dealing
beef
with
jerky.
right
But they
now
don't want to goddamn beef jerky. They
there's
want
so
to
much
turn you into beef jerky. They're gonna turn you into Swiss
disorientation
cheese.
and trickery that happens, like hearing certain noises. Like they said they heard this metallic thud. Was it the sign rattling, or was it a secret thing happening in the background? I mean, and that's how these stories get convoluted when it comes to the supernatural or the UFOs, or, you know, there's a lot of explanations for the same thing. So, like, in diving to the truth of these stories, you have to figure out how credible someone's testimony is, and it's been proven that eyewitness testimony actually isn't even that accurate. But when you have multiple eyewitnesses independently corroborating a story, that's where it becomes more and more airtight.
Yeah, that's so fucked up, bro. Yo, that's so fucked up, bro. Yeah, scared that man like that, bro. That's fucked up, bro. That nigga was literally in fear. Absolutely in fear.
So we're going to the Alamo Inn, about 40 miles away, and kind of the other side of Area 51. There's the Alien, the Alamo Inn, and kind of if you go in between them, that's where you can go on the road to the back way of Area 51. And we're going to talk to the motel owner and actually stay there the night. And this guy, his dad worked on the base. At both of these inns, everyone in the community seems to know someone that has had an experience or seen something or knows something. So this is a obvious and good place to go for this investigation. All right, folks, we're pulling up to the most famous mailbox in the world. Well, tell the people what we're looking at right now.
So this is the remnants.
This is all that's left.
What was once the black mailbox, because of the nature of secrecy of the space. There's no road signs. There's no indication of where the entry point is to Area 51. There was this black mailbox to a rancher who lives probably at that ranch out there. This mailbox became the beacon of like the entry point to go in to check out Area 51. And so everyone's just like, turn right at the mailbox or turn left at the mailbox. Like that's the dirt road into Area 51. It became just super famous, the most famous.
All because of
mailbox
this
on the planet.
nigga's one little mailbox.
Also, I want to draw our attention to there's mountain ranges everywhere we can look, and these are also vantage points.
Yeah.
And Chuck Clark spent his life documenting these vantage points, and one by one, the government shut them down.
Yes.
So what do you mean you shut down a mountain?
His place got raided. He was raided right here in Rachel, and George Knapp covered the story at the time.
The story goes with Chuck that he allegedly got his hands on footage of an alien encounter so good, so compelling, that Logan Paul drove to his house with $100,000 cash to try and buy the video, but Chuck refused. It goes without saying that research from guys like Chuck
$100,000
Clark are
cash.
foundational and lay the groundwork that allow me to continue to explore the mystery of Area 51 further.
One of my favorite close encounters of the third kind in the United States took place in the desert of New Mexico in 1964 that involved an on-duty police officer by the name of Lonnie Zamora. And the Air Force files during the peak of Project Blue Book investigations have detailed diagrams and of of the craft, where it landed, the landing gear impressions, photographs of the landing gear impressions, the footprints from the alleged creatures. Very detailed report in Project Blue Book own files.
No ground visual, less than 10 minutes. Sighting of landing. See case file. Comments. Initially B2B authorization. Module type configuration. Effort to date. Cannot place vehicle at site. Case carried as unidentified. Pending additional data. It literally just says unidentified. They have no clue what the fuck this shit is.
We're having a local pull up that his parents had an encounter with a non-human being right in this area in the 90s. So we're gonna get to hear the story from him and see what we make of it.
This is a story that my parents passed on to me. My dad was born and raised here in this valley, in Paranega Valley. He worked out at the test site in Area 51 for a good portion of his life. You know, because he mainly worked on the test site side when they were doing the nuclear testing. He drove the trains and everything that went down inside the tunnels and that, where they'd set the bombs off and that. And then when they shut that down, then he moved over to the Area 51 side.
So we're all traveling on the road. We see this guy starting to kind of hail us and starts jogging towards us, but he's walking running very funny. It looked like he was going to fall over and like he was around. I'm wondering what's wrong with him. And then as we get a bit closer, I'm starting to notice that he's got very pale skin, but it's got this blue undertone like he's hypothermic. We get to the point where he's at the corner of the front of the vehicle, and the guy in the passenger seat in the front screams he's got no ears. And I'm thinking, well, that's pretty rude. Why would he say that? And then I'm stepping out onto the roadway, and I look up, and indeed, he has no ears. And I'm thinking, good grief, this is really strange.
No
Both
ears.
Your parents had an encounter on this road.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
That's a
down this road,
damn
coming over
alien, boy.
coming over Hancock Summit here, coming back into town. They'd been out hunting or camping for the weekend, something. They were out in the hills playing around, which they like to do an awful lot. Mom says they come over the hill here, and he says you can see somebody walking down the road for quite a ways. It caught her eye. She's like, wow, what's somebody doing walking out in the middle of nowhere like this? As they got closer to it, she could see that it was dressed in, the way she describes it, is Bedouin clothing. So it was the flowing scarves and
yo, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually see that movie,
head
bro.
covered. And,
I still haven't seen
and
that. I actually
everything.
gotta see that movie.
Couldn't see anything other than the cloth that was around it.
What was this being wearing?
He was wearing a military uniform just like mine, but it was very, very clean. Then I noticed his eyes, and that's when I really got scared because the eyes were like twice as big. That's when he starts talking to me in another language. I don't know what it is, but somehow I'm understanding every word he says, even though it's a language I've never heard before. So
Was it an audible language or was this telepathic?
It was both. He was speaking audibly to me,
But it was transcribing in his head. Yo.
but at
See?
the same
I
time,
don't know, bro.
I think I telepathically understood the words.
As they got closer to it, it stepped away from the road and crouched down, along the borrow area there. When it did that, my dad continued to drive past it. She goes, hey, we ought to stop and see if they need help. And my dad just told her, no, you didn't see anything, and went on. And if you knew my dad, he's the last person in the world that's not going to stop.
You
and
didn't
give somebody
see
help,
anything.
especially if they're out in the middle of nowhere like this and they're unfamiliar with the surroundings.
Oh, we saw,
Aliens
nigga.
are real.
We saw.
Creatures from another planet are real.
Oh, we
Why do
saw.
you think your dad never wanted to talk about it?
I think that's what the oath he took, when he went to work out there, is that he couldn't talk about that stuff.
And as he's walking away, I look back at my friends in the car, and they all look like they're zombies. This guy is not from this planet, is what I thought when I saw his features on his face.
You gave testimony behind closed doors. Did you do that in a skiff, or where did you do it?
I did it in a skiff.
Okay, and so were there members of Congress or chiefs of staff, like who?
It was all the committee members, from the Armed Forces Committee.
What was the look on their faces when you started describing this alleged encounter with an alien?
Shock.
A lot of people that have had a sighting, an experience, are pretty quiet about it. They keep it tight to their chest. Why do you think that is?
I think that they're afraid of being judged, because
Either
A
being
lot of people,
judged or
you say
being
that-
caught.
say,
Because like,
"Oh,
huh?
yeah, I
You
had
say
an
what? Oh
encounter,"
yeah, we're gonna bring
know,
you back
and
to
they
Area
go,
51 to see what the
"Oh,
fuck you know.
crazy, you know, there's something wrong with this person."
What was the moment in your career where you said, I think we might not be alone here?
October 19th, 2017, the
My boy
first
Avi.
interstellar object was spotted by a telescope in Hawaii called Pan-STARRS. It was given the name Oumuamua, which means a scout in the Hawaiian language. This was the first object identified as coming close to Earth from outside the solar system. It was roughly the size of a football field, flat object, pancake-shaped.
Size of a football field. Flying? Oh hell no.
We're gearing up to hit Area 51 from another angle, and it went from being
And now
a
it's just some
beautiful,
random fucking
clear
ice
sky
storm.
day that we were getting shots to we're stuck in a cloud. And I think it just goes to show the desert is a place that is magic tricks. Mother Nature plays magic tricks with the desert. No wonder people see bizarre shit. Like just things get obscured in the desert, whether it's the mirage or the weather change.
Is that government vehicles there? A lot of those same vehicles. See that?
Is there another exit of the base that they're coming from that we don't know about?
I've never been down this one. I've only been down
Probably underground.
about this one. I don't know.
So there's a parade of those have to be government vehicles that are coming by.
At around 5:30 p.m., at least 5 days a week, possibly 7, you'll see these white buses with no markings, with blacked out windows.
That's kind of Scientology-esque. That's what we just encountered recently.
Barreling out of this place down this long dirt road headed east, and then they get to 375 and then they head south, probably going to Vegas.
I'm no expert in the driving habits of feds, but it seemed to me we were
That's
witnessing
so
a
crazy.
convoy of Fed vehicles
What up, Barn?
leaving Area
What's
51.
good?
And for some reason, seeing all of those feds grouped together, it just felt spooky to me.
Yep, there's at least 2.
Looks like we got 2. One disappearing into the clouds. Can you describe some of the technology?
got the
of
black
base?
jets out,
How
the
much
Black
more
Hawks.
advanced is it than the public perception of what our technology?
My day's been going good. Been
I
going
don't want to go
good.
into specifics, but it's hundreds of years.
Hope you're having a good day
Hundreds
too.
of years
Been
ahead of
chilling.
what we think is happening.
Yes.
So I think part of the question is this just high-level military technology that they don't want other people to get their hands on, or did they get some of this technology, the way things move, the way they turn, stop, that seem to defy our typical engineering and physics? Did they get that from alien crafts? When an alien craft crashes, they have the best engineers in the country examine it and try to re-engineer it. Is that what's happening at Area 51?
Down for some rivals.
Or is this shit just so
Depends on what
advanced?
time you trying to
Our
play.
conception of what is possible is 60 years in the past, 50 years in the past, and they just haven't shown us the good shit because, well, it's a tactical advantage in war. It's all possible.
I had not gone to this entry point yet,
Okay.
so this is new for me. All right, you guys want to follow me?
This is what I call mucho security.
Okay, got you.
God damn it.
Might not be here later on today, so it might have to be on the weekend,
Beyond this point.
most likely.
Always to get captured.
Dude.
So I'll be out of here around. Probably got about an hour left anyway.
Should we get the fuck out of here? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, they done set that motherfucker off. It's GG's. Yeah, y'all gotta dip. Absolutely.
Like, are we being pussies for leaving after that?
No. You're gonna end up getting caught.
Who's this guy fucking going backwards? Methy over here is going backwards trying to get us. Is he a... What the fuck
is this guy doing? Is this guy on meth?
What the heck?
What the fuck?
Thought my thoughts on aliens.
This guy's going pretty fast back.
They're definitely real.
We're going 45 miles an hour.
They're real and they're out there. They've been here. They've been here.
What the hell is this guy doing?
I would definitely say they've been here. And if they're sitting here putting lethal force on a place like this, they got some shit that they definitely trying to hide, bro. Fallen angels? I don't know. I don't know. Because I think that's a whole different type of thing. Even they said angels look like not how we think they're supposed to look at. Like the fallen angel stuff.
You know that
Angels don't look
where
like
they close- you can
people
go
with
into a gate and
halos.
then they
They're these
close
big
a
old
barrier behind you.
eyes all over it. And it's just wings.
What happens
It's
if you get
weird.
stuck in that?
That's the way for
It's
them
just scary
to
as
keep
hell.
your vehicle and yourselves from going any further, and they will draw their weapons on you, and they will tell you, okay, you're coming with
Spirits
us.
in the water.
They'll
Yeah,
take
yeah,
all
they
your
look- yeah,
equipment,
they're
they'll
different.
dismantle your car, look at all of your cameras, look at all your film. They will confiscate everything, and you'll be lucky if you get your car back in a crate later on, let alone whether you will be serving jail time in one of their facilities right there on the site.
On the site? Oh, you trying to keep me on the site, boy?
So
Oh,
you
wait.
think
Nah, that's a
we would've
trap.
been trapped if we didn't if Keegan didn't remind me to back up?
Hell yeah, they would have locked you in there. 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you're tripping. All right, you doing a little. Hey, Tommy, I know you be risking it for the biscuit, but you risking it a little bit too much on this one. This is death. This is death, or I don't know. When you feel like it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look at that.
Oh, look at that view. But you still can't see the base even if it does clear?
No, I mean, yeah. Well, you can see just above it. So if there's any activity, you can see it from here, but you just can't like see the actual base. You see just above it.
So, folks, we took a deep dive into some of the claims, some
That's
of the
still,
people
man,
that
just
have
being
worked
up there and
people
just
that
looking
have
at that
experienced
life.
things.
That's
And I have
life.
to say, some of this is quite
Looks
compelling.
beautiful,
When you
though.
hear Congress people talking about this, you know something is serious.
Oh, is that it right there?
And,
Bet.
let me know what you guys think. You guys believers? Are you guys skeptics? Are you guys open to the possibility that this is real?
Most
It's been a
definitely
pleasure
real,
taking
buddy.
this deep
Most
dive with
definitely
you.
real. If you're
I
skeptical
appreciate
about
you,
it,
James. Go out there,
that means
watch
you
the
questioning
video.
it, which
You
means
can
you want to
stream it,
find
you
out.
can rent it. If you want to take
It's
this
definitely
much,
something to
much
find
further,
out.
this was a couple-day investigation. He's dedicated 30 years of his life to looking into this and made multiple documentaries.
People
on
put
the
their
subject.
lives into
One
this,
of the
bro.
world's
Really
renowned
bout it.
experts in the field. So if you want to take a deeper dive into that, his links into his documentaries are in the description. Rent them.
Low-key
stream
might
them,
have to look at his
check
shit,
them
too.
out, and explore for yourself.
Him and that
you
Avi
determine
dude.
what you think is true.
They got the real deal.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week.
They got the real deal. W video, my boy Tommy. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely real, bro. And they got the motherfuckers, bro. They are there doing something.